Hello everyone, welcome to this 25 minutes Feel Good Vinyasa Yoga Flow. This practice is suitable for all levels. Let's start in a standing position. Bring your feet together, hands in prayer. Gently closing your eyes. Bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your body. Just taking a few moments here to set intention for this practice so we can move mindfully with this intention. Whenever you are ready, you can slowly release your hands. We are going to start with some neck rolls, just making some circles with your head. Moving mindfully with your breath. Maybe bring your feet hip distance apart to have a better support. And slowly we switch the direction towards the opposite side. Let go of any tension you might hold on your upper shoulder, on your neck, on your head. Slowly moving yourself back to center. Let's draw a big circle with our arms. Make this circle as big as you can. Then we switch to the opposite direction. On your next inhale, sending your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, bending towards the right side. Inhale back to center. And exhale, bending towards your left. Opening up the side of our body. Inhale back to center. Exhale, cactus your arms, bending your elbows, opening up your chest. Inhale, taking your gaze back to center. And exhale, once again, cactus your arms wide open, your heart. Inhale back to center, last round. Exhale, cactus your arms, squeezing your shoulder blades together. And extending your arms back, interlace your fingers, take big inhale. As you exhale, dive forward towards your legs, bending into your knees. Pulling your hands away from your body. Pulling your chest towards your thigh, starting to rock side to side. Feeling the stretches on your shoulders and your arms. Allow your head to hang heavy. And release your hands down back to the mat. We're going to open our feet mat distance apart. Opening your toes out, heels in, finding a Malasana, yogi squat. Sending your hips down, hands in prayer. Elongating your spine. Opening up our hips. Relax your shoulders. Now bring your hands down back to the mat, pushing through your hands to lifting up your hips, feet hip distance apart. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly rise up. Bring your hands up towards the sky, lifting up into your toes. And as you exhale, bring your heels down, coming into Utkatasana, chair pose. Shoulders alongside of your ears. Inhale, release, coming back on your toes, lifting up your heels, reach that fingertips as high as you can. And exhale, drop your heels down, coming into a chair pose once again. Gaze look up. One more round. Inhale, lifting up on your toes, lifting up your arms. And as you exhale, drop your heels down, come into Utkatasana. Tuck your belly in towards your spine. From here, we're going to shift our weight on our left foot and pick up our right leg. Take a big step back, landing on the mat. And slowly drop our right knee down, coming into a low lunge. Cactus your arms, arch back, bending into your elbows. Inhale, come back to neutral. And slowly bring your hands down back to the mat. And starting to shift our hips back, coming into a half split, folding our forehead towards our front leg. Inhale, moving forward, lifting up your chest. And we're going to bring our left arm up towards the sky, finding a twist. Adding a quad stretch, you can bring your back heel closer towards your glutes, sending our left hand to grab that foot into your hands. Feeling the stretches on your quad, opening up your chest. Inhale and exhale, release. Bring your left hand inside of your left leg. You can move your left foot a few inches out, creating some space, coming into a lizard pose. Either resting on your hands or come down on your forearms. Opening up our left side of the hips. Relaxing your forehead. Breathe. If you are on your forearms, you can slowly come back on your hands, lifting up our back knee, just shifting your weight backward and forward. Take a big step back into plank, slowly lowering down. Bring your belly down towards the mat. Inhale to pushing through your hands, lifting up your chest. And as you exhale, tuck your toes under, sending your hips up, finding our first downward facing dog. And slowly walking our feet towards our hands, coming into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, pushing through your heels, lifting up. Rise your arms up, coming back to standing. Exhale, release, hands in front of your chest. You can release your arms by your side. We are going to do this sequence on the other side. So next, in breath, coming into a Utkatasana chair pose. Shift our weight on our right foot and step our left foot back. And drop our left knee down. Inhale into a cactus arms, arch back, opening up your chest. Arms coming back to center. Stay in this low lunge. And slowly bring our hands down back to the mat, shifting our hips back, straighten our front leg, finding a half split, folding our forehead towards our front leg. You can flex your front toes. Inhale, moving it forward into low lunge. Finding a twist, so reach your right arm up, gaze look up towards the sky. And you can kick back heel closer towards the glutes and send our right hand to grab that foot in towards our glutes. Feeling the stretches on your quads. Pulling that foot closer towards your glutes. And release, bring your right hand inside of your right leg. You can move your right foot a few inches out, creating some space, finding a lizard pose. Option to stay on your hands, or maybe come down on your forearms. Just sending all your breath down towards your hips. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. And slowly coming back on your hands if you're on your forearms, lifting up our back leg, shifting your weight backward and forward, opening up our hips, and take a big step back into high plank, lowering down into your belly. Inhale to pushing through your hands, lifting up your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Fingers spreading wide, legs straight. Trying to push your heels closer towards the mat. Then we are going to lower our knees down towards the mat. Keep our hips on top of the knees and starting to walk your hands forward as far as you can reach, finding a big poppy stretch. Feeling the opening of your shoulders. Relax your lower back. Breathing deeply in and out through your nose. And slowly lifting up your gaze, we're going to bring our forearm down, shifting our hips forward, finding a Sphinx pose. So shoulders over our elbows. Push the top part of the feet down towards the mat, lifting up the chest, sternum pointing towards the sky. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Option to stay here or maybe extending your forearms, coming deeper into this back bend. And slowly release your forearm down. Bring your hands mat distance apart, coming to your fingertips. On your next inhale, we are going to pushing through our fingertips, lifting up our gaze, sending our gaze up. And exhale, release. 2 more rounds. Inhale, pushing through your fingertips, lifting up your head, lifting up your chest. Exhale, release. Last round. Inhale, lifting it up like a wave. And exhale, release. Now bring your hands next to your rib cage. Pushing through your hands, lifting up your chest. And exhale, sending our tailbone back, downward facing dog. Breathing deeply. On your next inhale, right leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step that foot in between your hands, drop the back heel down, reach the torso up, arms up, finding a warrior 1. Squaring your hips. Then bring your arms back, interlace your fingers, inhale, opening up your chest. As you exhale, dive forward, finding a humble warrior. Trying to bring your forehead closer towards the mat, feeling the stretches on your upper back. Then release, bring your right hand, right arm inside of the right leg, extending your left arm over your ears, finding a big side body stretch, extended side ankle. And release, framing yourself back to the top of the mat, squaring your hips, take back foot a few inches closer, make the stance smaller. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthening your spine. Exhale, dive towards your front leg, finding a pyramid pose. Feeling the stretches on your both legs. From here, we are going to stand on our front foot, finding a warrior 3. Squaring your hips, pointing your toes down. Hands either in prayer or extending it forward, finding your own version of warrior 3. Really engage your core. And slowly coming back to standing. We're going to cross our left ankle on top of the right, finding a figure 4 shape. Slowly lowering down, Maybe bring your hands down to the mat to intensify the stretch, extending your legs. From here, we're going to bend into our right foot, right knee, and coming back into a seated position. Bring our hips towards the mat. Keep that figure 4 shape. We're going to use our arms, left hand to go in through to grab that ankle towards our chest, and release, finding a Janu Shirshasana, so you can bring your left sole of the foot towards the inner part of the side, extending your right leg forward. Inhale to lengthen your spine, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, hands either resting on your shin, grabbing your toes. Just allow your forehead to fall closer towards the mat, finding some opening through your hamstrings. And slowly lifting up your gaze, bring our left hand on back of our hips, pushing through your hands to lifting up your hips and chest up, finding a supported side plank, a really big stretch. And release, bring yourself back to center, making yourself back into a high plank, finding your Vinyasa. Inhale into upward facing dog, and exhale downward facing dog. Deep breath here, just noticing how your body feels. Let's do this sequence on the other side. Whenever you are ready, inhale, kick your left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, step that foot in between your hands, back heel down, finding warrior 1. Hips facing towards the top of the mat. We are going to interlace our fingers, clasp our hands back. Inhale to opening up your chest. And as you exhale, slowly dive forward, finding the humble warrior. Noticing the sensations on your hips, on your arms. Bring your forehead as closer as possible towards the mat. And release your arms down, left hand inside of the left foot, sending your right arm up and over towards your ears, extended side ankle. A big diagonal line. And release, framing yourself back to the top of the mat, moving the back foot a few inches forward, finding your stance for a pyramid pose. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold towards your left leg. Keep that hips square. Your both legs are pushing through the ground. On your next in-breath, release, transitioning into a warrior 3. So you can first bring your hands forward, finding some support, transitioning all your weight on your left foot. Your hips are square, pointing your back toes down towards the mat, engaging your core. And slowly coming into standing, bring your right ankle crossing on top of the left knee, finding a figure 4 shape. Bending into your left knee, bring your hips down, hands in prayer. Option to stay here, or maybe bring your hands or fingers down towards the mat, folding your forehead towards your legs. You can keep your left leg micro bend here. From here, slowly lowering down your hips until you can sit on the mat. Keep that figure 4 shape. We're going to use our both arms to bring that right ankle closer towards our chest to intensify this stretch. And slowly release, extending your left leg forward, finding a Janu Shirshasana. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale to lifting up your arms, lengthening your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your forehead towards your shin. Feeling the stretches on your hamstrings of your left leg. It's completely fine if you micro bend that left knee. Slowly use your hands, walking your hands back to lifting up your torso. Right hand on the back side of your hips, pushing through your right hand to lifting up your body, lifting up your hips and your chest, finding a big side body stretch. Fingertips reaching towards the sky. And release, bring your hips down back to the mat, finding your own way into a downward facing dog. Let's find our last flow. Inhale, moving into a high plank. Exhale, lowering down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, opening our feet, mat distance apart, pointing your toes out, heels in, and slowly walking your hands towards your legs, finding a Malasana, Yogi squat. Sending your hips down, hands in prayer. Your spine is straight, relaxing your shoulders. Just take a moment to notice the difference. Notice if there's any sensations on your hips. And slowly you can send your hips down to the mat, finding your own way, finding a seated position. Hands in Dhyana Mudra. Close your eyes. We will end this practice with some gratitude. Just take a moment to notice the effect of this practice, noticing your energy, and send all the gratitude for your own practice. Gratitude for your physical body, for your breath. Let's bring our hands in prayer. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Namaste.